This watch is 25 years old. And this television, this TV is 30 years old. And you see this sanduk, it's been passed down to 3 generations. And this right here, this camera, So why is it that when you buy something in 2025, the damn thing doesn't last as long? The answer is actually in these 3 objects. And I'm going to explain to you why don't companies build durable stuff. Think about the HMT watches. I remember my father talking about having an HMT watch that his grandfather used and how long the damn watch lasted. Not to mention how pretty it actually looked, but those watches were just durable. Another example is Tupperware. Everyone talks about it, that Tupperware is good, hygienic, very good looking, but lasts really, really long. Hence, in both these cases, there is no repeat purchases. And my guess is, both of these companies went bankrupt because the products were so durable, there was no repeat purchase. So businesses understood that they had to make a product that's not just super high quality, not just super durable, but just good enough that you require a replacement in the future, and it's a good first purchase.
Let's start with the most ingenious door in any refrigerator. It has special places for bottles, and it also lifts out. But that's just the door. Think of all you can store in here on these big firm shelves. You get a shower of ice cube, frosty dry. You get the best when you buy free air.
You know, that company still exists and creates this pretty normal looking fridge because, well, consumerism. Also think about furniture. At your dadi's or nani's home, they have beds and closets with real solid, really heavy doors. शायद उनको अपने दहेज में मिला था and they are really, really proud of these sofas. It'll never go bad, but nowadays you don't get that quality. Instead, you get something called particle board. Particle board is sawdust, a bunch of pieces of wood glued together, and that's your furniture. The widespread, systematic degradation of all the products around us becoming worse in quality is not by accident. It's called planned obsolescence. It's a concept where manufacturers can deliberately reduce the lifespan of the product after a few years of use. And because of this, the repeat purchase becomes more important. Remember this bulb right here? This is where planned obsolescence actually started 100 years ago.
A birthday party for a light bulb.
Back then, there was a cartel formed to represent the entire bulb industry. It was called the Phoebus cartel, meaning bright. And what they wanted to do was make sure that bulbs don't last too long. I'm not kidding. The bulbs were lasting so long that there were no repeat purchases, and that was bad for the industry. So the cartel said anyone who builds a bulb that lasts more than 1,750 hours, they would fine that bulb manufacturer a certain amount. And this was so effective that that practice became the foundation of consumerism. But there's a problem. Let's suppose your bulb or whatever you're selling doesn't last that long and wears off. There is competition. Someone will choose the same product from another manufacturer and, well, you don't win. Enter marketing. Marketing is the business of creating desire, showing that you can't have it, selling it to you after a discount, and then creating a new desire. So, companies thought of a genius idea. By outsourcing all the manufacturing and making sure they can focus on creating desire, that is, doing great marketing, they were able to create lots of margin, which is why most product companies actually are storytelling or marketing companies. A good example to understand this are FMCG companies. They try to sell you something every single week. A lot of them have manufacturer completely outsourced, and if you speak to any agency out there, they will tell you the biggest spender on ads online are always FMCG companies because they have to sell you shit every week. Nike, same thing. H&M, same thing. None of this is wrong. It's just really, really smart. But marketing took it one step further from the manufacturing guys. Instead of waiting for the product to actually die, they started explaining why they need the new product even though the old product was all right. This is perceived obsolescence. When Apple was selling their iPods,
This is the new iPod Nano.
the ads were interesting because the background was colorful, but the silhouette of the person was black, and all you could see are those wired earphones going all the way down to the iPod. So the focus was on the actual wire, and that actually made it pretty cool. Every time I saw someone in the metro, I was in Singapore back then, wearing those earphones, I thought, damn, that dude is cool. But then many years later came the AirPods.
A new product from Apple called Apple AirPods.
And suddenly the focus changed to just this, not the iPods itself. Which means marketing and storytelling and really cool edits can shift the focus from one device to another based on just storytelling. And then we have fast fashion. You see, previously, before fast fashion existed, you had simple companies selling to two major seasons, winter, summer. But fast fashion companies take this a whole different level. They actually have 52 micro seasons, that's once a week, to change the trend, manufacture desires. Have you noticed when you buy something from a fast fashion company, after the fourth or fifth wash, it just fades away? A friend of mine has a t-shirt, which is, I kid you not, 17 years old.
Maybe more than that old. Unreal how new it looks, right? It doesn't even have like the slight fibers degrading, not even that. So it was like built to last.
It was really expensive, but if you think about it, it's lasted way longer. Something for us to think about, right? Do you want to buy something that's 1/3 the price, but doesn't last more than a few seasons? Consumerism means you buy stuff, and when you buy stuff, it creates a new problem. And the new problem's solution by capitalists is, again, marketing. But this marketing is a little different. Every time a company strategy tells you to change your phone, exchange your headphones, the old one has to go somewhere, right? It goes to a landfill. All the poisonous stuff in it, the mercury, the lead, actually seeps into the soil, like this one here in Gazipur. Tech companies even use this narrative to their advantage by saying we have net zero carbon emission, we are using recycled plastic, but think about it, all the other objects inside that device is not plastic. There are other things which cannot be disposed. All that does not have a solution yet. It still goes into the soil and causes irreversible damage. And it's not just gadgets, it's also clothes. All the dyes and chemicals used seeps into the water, and guess what? Gets into your food. And this will blow your socks off. A single piece of clothing, like a t-shirt, costs 2,000 liters of water to actually manufacture. Think about that for a minute. All these forces put together, consumerism, ads, social bubbles, etc., the money, telling you to buy stuff, desire, put it all together, and you get this problem, financial loss. Now imagine a shoe, that shoe, this shoe. You purchase a shoe because you think it's 8,000 rupees, this should last about 2 years. So the cost is about 4,000 a year to wear the shoe that you'll wear every single day to the office. So it's all right? It's 4,000 rupees a year for 2 years. Sounds okay. But then you see the new Nike Pegasus out and you feel you gotta buy that shoe, and you absolutely love it, and you do. And once you do, you wear it and people say, dude, that shoe looks great. But you know what just happened? This shoe, which was 4,000 rupees a year, is now 8,000 a year because you will not wear this anymore because you're wearing that shoe now. This happens without you even knowing, and you're actually spending more per year to use the same thing. Now we can blame the finance companies, social media, marketing, but the actual person, because of all of this is happening, is not them, it's actually us. A simple way for you actually to get out of this is stop impulse purchases. As soon as you feel like buying something, just wait for one more day. You're giving yourself a night's rest, and if you still feel you need to purchase it, then maybe you should. And maybe, just maybe, If as a generation we can stop doing the impulse purchases, the manufacturers will have no choice but to hopefully improve the quality of the product that can last a little bit more and something maybe our parents can be a little bit more proud of. Planned obsolescence at the end are marketing stories. And if you choose quality plus reuse and repair your products until they give up, and you don't choose impulse buying, you can actually reverse the entire cycle.